अच्छी बात है। तो आइए अब हम स्वागत करते हैं खांडेराव जी का, जो कि कन्वेनर रहे हैं पीएम मोदी जी के कैंपेन का। इतना बड़ा कैंपेन जहाँ के 17,000 लोगों ने हिस्सा लिया, इतनी सारी संस्थाएं, इतने सारे वॉलंटियर्स, बहुत ही सुगमता से, बहुत ही सीमलेसली जिन्होंने मैनेज किया। वाकई मैनेजमेंट ही ना नहीं, लेकिन बहुत कुछ सीखने के लिए है इनके पास। तो आइए तालियों स्वागत करते हैं आवर वेरी ओन खांडेराव जी।
I will be talking in English, but I will start in Hindi. I heard couplets, "Jo no dekhe Ravi, so dekhe Kavi." You may have heard that the things that we would not be able to see by our eyes, only the Kavi can see that and manifest and express that. We are very fortunate today that among us in Silicon Valley, Archana Pandaji is here as a poet. She's also colleague at Oracle, and we have seen that she's very multi-talented person. She sang wonderfully. She is a poet. She's also MC of this program today, and she does wonderful. She's a wonderful orator too, and very few of us might have seen that she's a good dancer too. And I'm sure that her in-laws and family would add a lot of things into different facets she has. In Silicon Valley, most of us are technologists, right? We all do a lot of things. We have the maximum number of millionaires, the largest number of patents per square miles. Lot of Indians are contributors. We are all aspirants of startups. But what is unique? Very few people are actually writers and poets. If you really look at it, right, this wealth, it come and go. We don't know the people who were 200 years back who are the wealthiest people on this earth. But we know Santa Kabir, we know Tulsidas, because these are the people who make our lives immortal. We are all mortals. We come on this earth and we all die. But the people like authors and poets, they are the one who make us, our old day-to-day incidences, the lives, the beauty of everything, all the experiences are made immortals by that. As Prasad Kaipaji said, that the foundation of Hindu dharma is on the two big pillars, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata. They are all Mahakavya. They are Git. They are written by poets. They are composed by the poets. If you look at it, that we learn a lot of things about the spirituality and all other things through bhajans, not by reading. I know that we are all say Hindus or Buddhists or Jain and all that thing, but most of us do not spend time to read our scriptures. But where do we get our culture from? We get our culture from these bhajans, which are essentially Git. So that's the importance of having the poets in this world. And we are fortunate to have Archana ji, who found her passion through this, and she is still pursuing while working her day job in company like Oracle, and contributing into the preserving our culture in this American land. Like many of us in Silicon Valley, I am techie, right? In the technologies, we all know the Java and then all these different programming form and all that thing. None of us knows the poetry forms that she mentioned, that the Muktak and probably what that Ghazal means and what other forms, I don't know, right? So we are in this mundane world. We have all this engineering mindset. We see the things as they are. But the poets like Archana, she takes us to the dreamland, the experience, the lofty ideas, the being loved and giving love, doing the sacrifices. All these things are wonderful ideas none of us really experience. And she is the link between the real world to the whole dreamland. And that is the beauty. we know that said that she has written on a romantic poetry, and she has also written on all the other aspects, also socials and others. But it's very interesting. Why do you think that the love stories are very famous in Hindi movies? And that's where the poets, they take it to that crosses this boundary from the reality to the world that we haven't seen. So by knowing Archana ji, there are few things that I came to know, that she's very passionate poet, and so passionate that once she gets any idea, she just make it sure that she complete her or express that idea into a poetic form. And lot of things probably may go to her engineering background, because being an engineer, I know that if when there is a problem, it's stuck in the mind day and night, we still, that problem is solved, we are still awake. I think that's where that credit goes, that she in the midnight and finishes that poem and then shows the next day. Because I found that, and once what happened is that I asked that, what is your passion, right? What really inspires you? And who is your Ishta Devata? So she basically said that Vaishno Devi, she gave the example that she really devotee of Vaishno Devi, and she wanted to give this first book to Vaishno Devi, and she couldn't go there, and that was something bothering to her. So I just casually said that the best puja is not the formal puja, but it's a manas puja. Offering the best that you have to the God is the best thing that you can go. And somehow that stuck to her, and the next day she composed and gave a wonderful poem, and that is a Archana to the Vaishno Devi. So that's the great minds that I have basically seen. So finally what I saw, that in her poetry, the lot of forms are there, from love to sacrifice, to even the social issues like dowry and women's treatment. So they are all hidden, but if you really go through that different poetry, you will see the different forms of women. There are in Sanskrit there are different nayikas. It's called as a nayika bhed. There are 9 types of nayikas have been described in nayika bheds. And you can see that lot of these nayikas in the women form, they come out again and again through her poetry. I really fortunate that we are all having such a talented person among us, and I also feel that more and more people should get inspired and experiment and come forward. And this is the way we can preserve our culture or propagate our culture in this land. Finally, I would like to say a few things that for all of us, there are few things may resonate. Means it might not be the romanticism, but there are few things are definitely important. Like one thing I saw in the poetry book, that Laksha Jo Nayanam Ho is the one, if you have any kind of a determination or the goal or all that thing. Gati bhi jivan mein ho, Laksha purti hetu har yatan jaruri ho. So whatever that your goal is there, right, you need to have the efforts towards that. And the second thing, which those who are sitting over here, all of us, which typically active in the social circle and all that thing, we tend to we do a lot of sacrifice, but slowly start getting some egos developing among that. Means when some taliyas and all that thing happen, our egos start boasting. And then there are some couple of lines I read, that Nama Janaman mein ho, दंभ नहीं मन में हो, फलदार वृक्ष हो तो नमन जरूरी है. So what it says, that you really need to be free of your egos. Finally, to conclude, I would like to wish her a new phase in her life, which full of love, success, happiness. And this should be the first book, but there should be endless number of new compositions and books we are looking forward from her. Thank you.